We have issued a joint statement, and then we have titled it "Enough of Playing the Ostrich" regarding the Special Purpose Vehicle SPV saga. And we have said that we strongly demand the immediate arrests and or invitation. If you are not arresting, you are inviting, interrogation, and possible prosecution of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Gentlemen of the press, these are the facts of this matter. For about a week now, Nigerians have been in deep shock over the grave revelations by a whistleblower, Mr. Michael Achimogo, who has provided the nation with iron-cast evidence of letters of appointment by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, emails, documents, audio clips, sworn affidavits, and his direct oral evidence as to how Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who happens to be the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, during his tenure as Vice President of Nigeria between 1999 and 2007, colluded with his then boss, President Olusegun Obasanjo, to fleece the country and steal public funds using what he termed the Special Purpose Vehicle, SPVs. Those SPVs were companies Atiku admittedly registered upon assumption of office as Vice President with the approval of President Olusegun Obasanjo, using trusted allies as shareholders and directors. The purpose was to divert government contracts to these companies as consultants, and then paid monies into these companies and use those monies to fund the PDP and their private businesses and family activities. We can all vividly recall that during that tenure, both President Olusegun Obasanjo and Atiku Abubakar built the Bell University and American University respectively. Now, we know where those funds came from. They came from the SPVs. We hereby make available certified copies of the sworn affidavits, of the affidavit sworn to and released to the public by the whistleblower. We have made it available to you. And so you have a certified copy with you, giving graphic details of all that transpired, including attached documents. From the oral account of the whistleblower, the voice notes, and all other supporting documents, these are the possible infractions of the law Atiku Abubakar has committed, and we urge his prosecution along these areas. 1, he has committed possibly offenses against the Code of Conduct for Public Offices. Check sections 5, 10, 13, and 17 of the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, which states as follows. 5 says, a public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflicts with his duties and responsibilities. Now, we also made the point that all monies should be recovered from the Marine Float account. They should go back, whoever took money from there. The issue of the Marine Float account is not new to Nigerians. In the voice note, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar can be heard boasting that the issue of that account was thoroughly investigated by the EFCC, yet he was smart enough to escape. However, we note that in 2006, at the height of public quarrel between Obasanjo over the sharing of money, the same PDP, and I'm sure you all have seen it, the same PDP officially asked Atiku to refund 500 million naira that he took from that account. It was official, not we saying it. PDP at that time officially told Atiku Abubakar to refund 500 million naira his same Marine Float account. So these are not just stories made up. In the circumstance, since the nation now knows that the Marine Float account and other similar accounts were SPV accounts, it follows that all payments made into the account were money stolen from the public coffers. Therefore, we call on all security agencies to recover all monies withdrawn from that account by anyone for that matter, because any withdrawal done was public money they were stealing. Now, we say that Atiku Abubakar must apologize and renounce his ambition forthwith. In the light of these grave allegations, we call on Atiku Abubakar to immediately tender an unreserved apology to the Nigerian people and step down from the presidential race forthwith, whilst handing himself over to the law enforcement agencies. What is now clear to the Nigerian people is that between 1999 and 2007, President Obasanjo and Atiku ran a criminal enterprise, empire of fraud in Abuja. At the same time that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu was toiling hard, very hard, dutifully and meticulously laying the foundation to rebuild Lagos. Two criminals were stealing money in Abuja. At that same time, we also call for the protection of the whistleblower. When President Muhammad Buhari came to office, one significant policy he adopted was that of whistleblowing. You are all witnesses to the fact that that policy has recorded tremendous success with the recovery of millions of dollars from various hidden sources. One was the famous Ikoyi apartment heist. These recoveries have been used by the Buhari administration to fund our budgets and build infrastructure we see springing up everywhere in the country today. We also know that recently the Federal Executive Council approved a bill to be forwarded to the National Assembly for legal backing, policy, and legal protection for the whistleblower. Now, we made the point of conspiratorial silence. We said so far we are disillusioned, but we are not surprised at the conspiratorial silence of a section of the media over this grave issue of national importance. Even after seeing court processes in form of a sworn affidavit, we observe an embarrassing silence yet from a section of the media. We have consistently made our case against the unethical and partisan antics of some media houses, and this development vindicates us. When it was the case of the spurious and dead case of drug dealing leveled against our candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu, this media platform threw caution to the winds and seriously feasted on it. Of course, we gallantly came out. We didn't hide. We came out and vigorously disproved all the tissues of lies against our candidates. All of us here, we were on air. We did not hide. Now you can see all of them hiding. Since this allegation, they were hiding under the table. All of them. Hiding, all of them. They can't face the cameras. Because, why? Because they're even scared of what the young man is holding. Because the young man warned them that if you talk, earth-shaking revelation will begin to drop. So they ran away. Even the garrulous ones ran away. They should come out like us now. Come out and defend their principle. They don't know who they are campaigning for. They don't know. This person was actually closer to him than all of them. And that's why he told them. You saw pictures of him in Atiku's bedroom in Dubai. You saw pictures of him everywhere with Atiku. They don't even know that they are not closer to him than him. So, but now the press has gone strangely quiet. Well, whether they keep quiet or not, it's our firm belief that the judiciary is the last hope of the hopeless. In this case, the judiciary will not be quiet, as we shall clearly take steps in the next few days to initiate a judicial process seeking the outright disqualification. Go and look at the code of conduct for public officers. It is there. It happened to Nixon too. If you forgotten, Nixon in the United States, unethical practice as president, this as candidate. Our code of conduct says once you breach the code of conduct, use companies and people to take, you are banned from public office. So I don't know whether the PCC will approve court actions there, but knowing me and my trajectory for the last 30 years in this country, I have fought principalities using the instrumentality of the law. I've gone to prison for it. They have charged me to court. I have written a letter this morning, apart from this, to the law enforcement agencies. The PCC, if they don't approve me, if Asiwaju say I should stop campaigning for him because of this, I'll stop. This is national interest. If you say drop from cabinet because of this, I will drop. This is national interest. I am going to court myself. Apart from the PCC decision on this, I have written to them and the letters are there, distribute to all of them. 3 law enforcement, they are giving them an ultimatum. I will proceed to court to ask for disqualification of Atiku Abubakar. He is not fit to run for the highest office of the land. He is clearly ethically challenged, morally damaged for the highest office of the land. He can't survive this. He can't. We call on the fourth estate of the realm to resist the temptation of partisan recruitment at this moment. You know partisan recruitment, they will go around with envelope now. Gentlemen, it is your treasury we are talking about. This is damaging. It is the nation we are talking about, not brown envelope. It's beyond brown envelope. This is highest criminality that they practice at the highest office, highest level at that time. So please, we call for you to resist the temptation of partisan recruitment at this moment, rise to a patriotic call this defining hour, and save the nation from these candidates that serially abuse his office as Vice President of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless your sign.